Morning. We'll get started in a minute. Make sure you grab the things that make you feel cozy. And it's nice to see you. And I think we're waiting on one or two more. But yeah, we'll get started in a minute. So nice to see you logging in. I hope everything's okay at home, Jackie. Cheers. Oh, lovely, lovely, lovely. Nice to see the sun out today. I know lots of people don't do the class in live time, but if you do have the sun coming through, just a little bit of time to check in and say hello to it in our dreary season. It's always a nice little surprise, little boost. Yeah, today we're going to do a really nice class working into the hips. Let's just get and release any of that tension and that stress that we're holding. We're going to move towards a little bit of a challenger. So we're going to work into our side angle, and I'll take us through the bind. And then if anybody really fancies trying using the wall or the comfort of your home, getting into bird of paradise. And that's like a fancy balance. We will give you that little bit of a challenger today if you feel like it. But again, no worries, you don't have to take the bind. You can just work deep into the hips and the whole process towards some of those other variations get us into a really good place as well. So yeah, just a reminder, when we think hips, let's just let it all go. All of that kind of tension, anything that feels heavy, let's kind of use the class to feel a little bit lighter. Maybe that could be our intention today. With that said, we're going to start on our backs, starting in your lovely Shavasana pose. Get some nice music going and we'll kind of begin. Just get yourself nice and cozy, soften the shoulders down. Nice little sip of tea there for me before I join you. Oh, it's nice this season is in a nice warm drink. Just a little reminder to surround yourself with those creature comforts, those things that you need. And just take some time out to breathe. As you soften, close the eyes, breathe in. And slowly, slowly breathe out. Breathing in. And slowly, slowly exhaling. Breathe in through the nose. And slowly exhalation down. Just let it come in whatever way it needs to. Exhaling with the mouth open. Or exhaling with the mouth closed. Inhaling. And slowly, slowly exhaling. Got it. And as you begin to soften and relax into your Shavasana, just take a little time to see if there's any part of the body that you can wiggle and relax a little more. Maybe the shoulders wiggling down away from the ears. Maybe softening in the lower back, lifting the pelvis, maybe just softening down. And if the legs are extended, maybe take them a little bit wider, let the toes drop out, really take up space, especially when you're in your own home. And maybe with the arms, take them a little outward. Drop the backs of the hands down and really just take a nice moment to release. Breathing in. And slowly breathing out. If you soften today, just check in. How are you? How are you genuinely? How are you in mind? How are you in body? Where do you need to feel a sense of relief? Maybe just settle an intention today for that to happen as you move and flow and breathe and stretch. Inhale. And slowly exhale. So from here, just take a little moment. We're gonna point and flex one foot and then switch to the other one. Just a little point and flex, just getting into a little bit movement in the ankle. Feel that little bit of a release, those little clicks. For 3, for 2, and 1. Releasing the feet, let them soften, relaxing out again. Inhale. And slowly exhale. Lovely. We're gonna bend the knees and bring the feet down onto the mat, wherever you like. No rules here. Just begin to reach the hands up above the body and bring the palms together. We're gonna roll those wrists in circles. Just allow the forearms to rub against each other. Just getting as much of a release as you can in the hands. Breathing in. And slowly breathing out. Lovely. Getting a little bit of a nice start here. Getting that synovial fluid moving in the joints. 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, separate the hands, bring them into a nice fish and roll those wrists. You can either do figure eights or just circles. If you've got any strain. I know some people who move with us sometimes have a little arthritis in the wrist, so just take it slow for 3. Breathing in and out, 2. And 1. Beautiful. Releasing the hands. Inhale, reach them up. If you've got the range of motion, either keep the hands above the body or reach them alongside the ears and arch the spine here. You're going to feel you can get a little gummy bear underneath there, getting a lovely long line. Feel that length, that stretch. Oh, inhale. And slowly exhale. Tuck the tailbone back under, flatten the back into the mat, and slowly lift the hands up above the body. Breathing in and slowly exhale, bring the hands down. You've got it. We're going to draw the right knee in, give it a little squeeze in towards the chest and switch. So again, a little bit of a focus today and switch. We'll be finding a pace that suits you. We're going to focus on getting a nice little release into the hips. And again, we often feel like holding any sort of trauma or heaviness in that part of the body. And so let's move and use our work in the hips, that sense of irritability, work with it. And just find a way to breathe in. So maybe imagine you're just exhaling that stress through the body. Inhale. And as we exhale, the next knee that you're drawing in, just hold it there. Relax both shoulders down. Maybe if you're looking at the screen, turn the head so that it's just parallel, looking up towards the ceiling. Draw the knee in. Inhale. Slowly exhaling, seeing where you're feeling anything in the hips or the knees. An option to extend the opposite leg, just to get a little bit of work there. Inhale. And exhale. Remember, if anything ever feels a little bit too much, just go back one step, bring the knee back, put the foot on the floor, take a breath. Make the practice yours and make the movement suit that you need in your body in this moment. Beautiful. Inhale, we're going to take the right hand on the right knee. We're going to draw the knee out. Good. So we're going to try and use the left hand. We don't want to roll. So try not to lift into that left hip. Push it down and keep that right knee drawing out. Good. And then we're going to use the hand, draw the knee back to center. Grab it with the left hand and draw it across just slightly till you feel a little bit of work in that hip joint. Good. Inhale, opening. We've got it, and exhale, slowly draw it in and across. We've got it. For your own pace, again, inhale, count you down for 5. Slowly exhale. Good. 4, inhale. As we open the knee, take the breath in. And as we exhale, move the knee across. Last one, inhale. And hold here for 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Inhale, drawing it back into center and bring the foot down. Beautiful. Let's draw the other leg up. Inhale, draw it in towards the chest. You've got it. If you're not feeling much, just check in and see if you're lifting a lot in the pelvis. Can you push the tailbone down into the mat as you draw the knee in? Relaxing the shoulders down, chin in, breathe in. You slowly exhale. You've got it. Breathing in. And slowly exhale, just checking in. How does that feel today? Another option here is to lift and extend that right leg and draw it down. Option to point the toes, or if they feel better, more relaxed, just breathe for us. Inhale. And as we exhale, see if you can draw that knee just in a little closer towards chest. You've got it. We'll take our little side to side motion. Left hand on that left knee, right hand maybe here, so that you're not lifting. So we don't want the lift in the right side. We want to draw it down. Good. Left knee out. Squeeze in the glutes. Feel like you're tucking the pelvis under to get that little bit of work in the hips. Inhale. And slowly exhale, drawing it across. You've got it. Inhale, opening. And slowly exhale across. Remember, your in and out breath might not be at the same pace as mine. See if you can breathe in and open. And exhale, draw it across. I'm counting me down for 5. Breathing in. And breathing out. 4. Beautiful. 3. Nice 1. 2. And on your last one, when the knee comes out, hold it there. Inhaling. And exhaling. You can take that little squeeze again. Tuck the pelvis under, draw in from the center of the body. 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, bringing it back to center. And bring the foot down. Lovely. I'm drawing that right knee back into movement. You've got it. Just reset that lower back. Make sure you're feeling comfy. And draw both knees in. Let's give yourself a little hug today. Inhale, draw the nose in towards the knees. If that feels good. Just give yourself a moment just to say, well done for getting to this point today. Making it on your mat at any point, whenever you kind of tap into the class. But well done, you've got through what can sometimes be a tough lead. Inhale and slowly bring the feet down. Well done. From here, what I want you to think about is tucking the tailbone under and push that lower back into the mat. Kind of get a little activation of the core and just get that really long spine. From here, we're going to drop both knees in, big toes to touch. We're going to take the knees in and wide. So trying to keep the big toes touching and drawing forward and in. Just get a little bit of work into the core, but still keeping with a little bit of focus on that hip. Again, inhaling and slowly exhaling for 5, 4. Your own pace. Feel it as you need to. Keep it flowing. 2. Breathing in and out. And last big circle. Maybe breathe in. Take a little smile here on the face. Oh, feels good. Give yourself that big squeeze. And slowly bring both feet down onto the mat again. Nice breath. 1. Inhaling. Exhale through the mouth. 3. Lovely cleansing breath. Awesome. I'm going to take a little half a happy baby to start. Drawing your right knee in. We're going to flex the heel and just lift the foot up towards the ceiling. Now, if that feels enough, you can hold it there. You can take the knee a little bit more out. So you're drawing the knee towards the armpit and letting it relax out. Again, options to stay here or walk the hands up the leg. Maybe bring the hand to the lower part of the leg in order to drop the knee down further. Or if you've got the range, grab the outer edge of the foot. You've got it. Now, what I don't want you to do is, again, thinking about that left hip, you don't want to rotate and lift that left hip up. You're going to push the left hip down and then work to push both shoulder blades down to the mat and draw that knee a little further out, flexing the foot if you're there. Breathing in. And breathing out as you exhale, maybe driving that knee down a little further. And another extension. Again, you can lift up in that left leg and extend it out. Only if that feels good. If you tried and it feels too much today on that side, both sides, just bring it back up. Go back a stage. When you're ready, bring the neck back to lovely little center point. Draw the chin in, and we're just going to breathe here. Inhale. Then exhale. And as we exhale, if you want to take it deeper, maybe take it a little deeper, taking a little time to hold the pose a little longer. We'll have the little yin kind of space in here. Inhale. And slowly exhale. You've got it for 3, a little smile for 2, find that release, and 1, beautiful. Either using 1 or 2 hands, bring the hand down a little bit. You can bend the knee in and just roll that ankle for me for 3, 2, and 1. Releasing the knee back to center and down. Beautiful. Let's do the other side. You've taken the extension of the left leg, bend the knee, and inhale, draw it in towards the chest. Breathing in. Let's flex the knee and bring it up, and maybe drop the knee wide. Up to you to stay here. If that feels enough, you can use the hand just to the left. If you've got the range of motion, you can walk the hand up, maybe using that hand on lower part of the leg of the ankle to bring the knee further down, or again, grabbing that outer edge of the foot. And again, we don't want this lift, so you don't want that tailbone lifting and that hip up. You maybe use the hand to push it down, breathing in, and then we work to get that knee down a little further into the armpit, that sort of space. Again, the direction is just a guide. That's the direction you're heading. I don't expect you to have the knee on the ground. Just take it in that direction and find a stretch for you. Breathing in and breathing out. Lovely. I'm a little bit stuffed up today, so apologies for my breath. Inhale, we're gonna lift. If you want to extend that right leg and bring it along the mat. Again, it changes that stretch quite a bit. So if you're thinking, oh, I feel really tight on this side, just bend the knee. Most important thing in this session is always practice no judgment. And again, whatever the practice is for you, whatever you're feeling that tension, it's like you're just saying hello to the body. Remember using yoga as like a love letter to yourself, love letter to your body, lifting. If you know today you're feeling a little bit more lethargic, take this practice in that matter. Honor your body in whatever way that you need it. Inhale. If you exhale, drawing that knee a little further. If you've got the range of motion, you're feeling that little bit of sense of irritability, breathe in and breathe out, releasing any tension, trauma, any negativity. Just use the practice, lay it all out on the mat. You've got it. One last breath here. Inhale. Slowly exhale. Let's release the foot and rotate that ankle for 4, 3, nice 1, 2, and 1. Bring it into center. Big drawing in and drop the foot down onto the mat. Bring the other foot up. Nice job, everyone. Inhale, let's reach the arms up. Bring them up over the head alongside the ears. If it feels okay, and arch that spine. Again, if you have tight shoulders, you can keep them up here, but again, just trying to find that length in the spine. Little reset, inhale. Then we slowly exhale, tuck your tailbone under, flatten the spine down, and slowly bring the arms back up. 3, 2, and 1, dropping it down. Beautiful. Now for our little happy baby sequence, let's bring both knees in. Just draw them in towards the chest, and then use the hands to take them out. Maybe rocking a little bit side to side here. Throwing a little smile into the practice. And again, if your hips are really tight and you think, Megs, I'm feeling it here this day, you wanted to take a little bit more, I suppose, depth into the hips, a little further into the expression of the pose. Lift the toes, bring the feet so that they're flexed, and drop the knees in. Again, just where we were before, move it in towards kind of that armpit space, the side of the body. And then from here, walking the hands either up the legs to the lower part of the ankles, or grabbing the outer edge of the feet. Lovely. And then here, if you're looking at the screen, lift the chin, draw it in, and allow the back of the neck to really soften into the center. Try not to look at the screen. You've got the option to rock side to side. Nice, just getting a little bit here. Take your time, move slowly. If the hips are feeling really tight today, obviously, if they're not going to feel as tight when we practice in the summertime or in a warmer space, your body will like soften because the muscles are warmer. And if you're a bit kind of thinking, wow, I feel really tight today, just because the weather's shifting, the time of year, maybe it could be the morning or how your week's been, but go easy on yourself and just be like, you know what, I've just recognized it. And if I didn't meet myself on the mat, I wouldn't have known. So that's it. It's just time out for you. Breathing in and breathing out. And then slowly, either rocking side to side if that feels best. And if you want a little bit more Depth in the stretch. We're going to come back to that center point, push both shoulder blades down into the mat, and work to get those knees a little further out. And again, look, we often lift in that tailbone. If you push the tailbone down into the mat as you work the knees deeper towards the floor, you get a lovely little depth here. If, like me, you're feeling that little bit of tingle in the hips, just breathe for me. Inhale. And as you exhale, release. Letting go of that tension, that stress of the week. Even if you can see it, inhale. Slowly exhale, releasing any of that worry, that self-doubt, that heaviness, even grief. Breathing in. Then breathing out. And slowly let the hands release. Bring the heels in. And bring both knees in towards the chest. One last little hug. Give yourself that little bit of love today. Breathe in, little smile, and slowly bringing both feet down onto the mat. You've got it. And let's take a nice cleansing breath in through the nose. Exhale through the mouth with me. Don't be afraid to make noise, especially in the comfort of your home. Inhale and exhale. And a nice release. Good job. You're gonna roll the body over towards one side. Find that fetal position, and then begin to push yourself up to a nice upright position on the mat. Good. And if you've got a drink, cup of tea, something cozy, have a little moment, just a little sip. Time to just enjoy. Nice job, everyone. Little personal section. We're going to sit nice and tall. If cross-legged feels uncomfortable, you can take this anyway, but we're looking for a nice tall spine so you can sit kind of with both feet to one side, cross-legged, one out, find a chair. Just take a little bit, tiny bit of time here just to get a little bit of release in the shoulders. So begin to take the shoulders up and back in big circles for me. Again, at your own pace. If you're noticing it's really tight, take it slow. And just enjoy those big circles. Something I like to try and do every day if I can find time. Sometimes even if I'm in the car, I'm sitting at a red light, there's always traffic, roadworks, and you sat a bit longer, a nice little shoulder roll. Those small little moments, just stealing a little bit of quiet and peace. This is a bit of magic. Inhale and exhale for 3. Feel that release for 2 and 1. Love little stress relieving class today. Good. And coming back to a nice tall upright position with the spine. So no matter how the legs are, you'll notice we want to rotate the shoulders up and back. You get a nice lift in the chest. But if the back is bowing, we breathe in. Think about that floating rib. Breathing in, and we tuck it under, drawing in from the navel, and that's where you get that lovely, long, healthy spine. Good. We're going to draw the right hand down. Inhale, lifting the left. Breathing in. Drop both shoulders down and take a little bit of a pulse. Just getting a nice little stretch in the side body there. So we're going to reach towards the right side. You can bend the right elbow if you like. What we're thinking about here is pushing down in that left hip as we reach to the right. Nice. Good. Inhale, close the eyes if you like. Or move the neck in that direction. Find again a lovely flow that feels good to you. Inhale. And exhale for 3, for 2, and 1. Breathing and reaching. If you wanted to take a little further, you can draw the thumb back, and we're going to open the chest towards the ceiling. So we're looking up, draw the thumb back, opening up just a little bit, maybe bending in that elbow, chest lifts towards the ceiling. Good. Big breath in. Then slowly drawing the hand back to that lovely middle point, reaching over and back to center. Beautiful. Let's bring the arms nice and wide. Start with the palms facing down. Again, noticing the spine. So if you're arching forward, rotate the shoulders up and back. If you notice that you're bowing and that tailbone's dipping, inhale. Tuck that floating rib in, draw in from the core and find that nice tall spine. Good. We're going to rotate the thumbs and the palms up, up, up. And then look up towards the ceiling, rotating them back as far as you can. Good. Little smile. Inhale hard, open, chest open. And slowly drawing the palms down, and then rotate the thumbs as far as you can and let the chest arch. Think seated cat pose. Lovely stretch across that upper body. Chin towards the chest. Inhale, rotating it back up, lifting the hands. Maybe arching that back a little bit this time, thinking seated cow. Good. Inhale. One more, drawing the thumbs down. Beautiful. Draw the chin in towards the chest. Inhale, coming back slowly to center. Good. Breathing in, this time the palms facing up. And as we exhale, let's bring that left hand down onto the mat. The right hand comes up. Good. Breathing in. Start by dropping both shoulders down, finding that nice long spine, drawing in from the center of the body. We're thinking as we kind of take our pulses, pushing down in that right hip. So you don't have to reach too far, getting that nice stretch in the upper body. Bending the elbow and reaching a little bit here. Maybe taking a little further as you go. Maybe moving the neck. See where you're feeling it and where your limit is. If you want to really reach far, you can. But keep pushing down in that right kind of sit bone. Good job. Close the eyes if you feel that you're getting lost in that movement. It's feeling good. Feeling that stress leave the body today. Inhale. And exhale. 3. Little smile if you like to. Feels good on the face. And the last one, maybe a little hold here. Beautiful. Inhale, coming back up, reaching both arms out. We're going to reach the hands up towards the ceiling and bend the elbows down, relaxing them on top of the shoulders. Elbows bent. Good. Lifting the elbows up as you can, getting a nice stretch and down. Good. Inhale. And slowly exhale. For 3. Next one. For 2. On the inhale. Lifting up, holding them there, drop the shoulders down. Inhale, reach both hands up. You've got it, maybe a little back bend and slowly bring the hands forward. Good to know. From here, I'm going to invite you to come onto the knees to tabletop. If you have the range of motion, you can just swoop the feet back and come to your tabletop. Otherwise, bring the feet to the side, take your time, and find that lovely little position. Have a little sip of your drink. Good little opportunity. And move. And a little bit of flow from the knees before we get to standing. So remember, hands nice and wide. You want your shoulders in line with the wrists, hips in line with the knees. Lovely. From here, we're just going to take a little bit of a child's pose, knees hip distance to start, sinking down, arms extended, and drop the shoulders down. Inhale, tuck the tailbone under, find a lovely little cat here. So as you peel the body up, find that lovely cat position, peeling and drawing the shoulder blades apart, chin in, getting that lovely stretch and release. Inhale, rotate the shoulders up and down, working the shoulders away from the ears as you push into the hands and lift the tailbone. Let the belly fall soft. Good. Inhale, heart open, chest open, breathing in. And exhale, sinking down, tailbone towards the heels. Good. Just feeling that little work in the spine. Again, tucking the tailbone under, arch the spine, push into the hands, finding a nice cat pose. Tap the pelvis. 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, rotate the shoulders up and back, draw the shoulders down. You've got it. Working into the spine this morning. 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. And from here, we're going to tuck in from that floating rib and find a nice flat back. So we want to draw in from your core, just like we did on the floor. Floating rib comes in. We're not taking cat or cow, just that nice strong point from the center of the body. Good. Inhale, we're going to extend that right leg out. Draw in from your core, breathing in, bend the knee, and draw the knee in towards the nose. So do a little arch here. We're going to do 2, and then take another lovely step forward. Inhale, extend, and draw it in. For 2. This time, inhale, extend. Good. We're going to draw the knee in. Try your best to take the foot as forward as you can, lifting it up Maybe using the hand to wiggle it forward if you need it. Good. Again, getting back into the hips. You're going to slowly come up. The balance feels funny, use a wall or bring the hands to the knee to start. And if it feels comfortable for you, keep them there or reach them up. The palms come together and maybe draw the hands up alongside the ears, but don't keep the shoulders creeping. Drop them down. Inhale, sinking into that front knee. You got it. Inhale. And exhale, let's bring the palms in. You've got it, drop the shoulders down. Inhale. And slowly, slowly bring that left hand down. And we're going to just twist the body over towards the right hand side. You can either bring the right hand onto the knee or re-inhale, reach that hand out, drawing both shoulders down and away, feeling long. Again, it's almost as if I'm drawing the top of your head forward. You're pushing that front knee forward, but opening and twisting the body out where it's good. Inhale. And exhale, just feeling a lovely twist here. And a final little option, warmed up in the hips a little bit. You can tuck that back toe if you want a little challenge. Again, keep the knee on the ground. If not, work the heel away from you as you drive that front knee forward. And maybe keep that twist. Again, hand can be here or lift it. Good. Inhale and exhale for 3, 2, little smile in there, and 1. Beautiful. Bringing the knee down, swooping that hand in. What I want us to do is a little lizard pose. So we're going to draw that right hand on the inside of that foot and wiggle the right foot out slightly, almost the kind of outer edge of the mat. You've got it. And from here, just bring the hands forward and really lean forward in to that hip. You can untuck that back toe if it's still tucked. Breathing here. If that feels a lot, just stay there. Sometimes it feels different each day. If you've got the range of motion, you're welcome to come down onto the forearms here. But again, trying to work deeper into the hips. You're allowed to let that knee drop out a little bit. Focusing on driving the pelvis forward. You've got it. Inhale. Slowly exhale. Beautiful. If you come onto the forearms, push it up into the hands. You can also come onto a fist if that felt a lot. You've got it. We're going to just wiggle that tailbone back, wiggle the front foot with it. And slowly come back to tabletop position and sinking down into your child's pose. You've got it. Take a lovely relaxed child's pose, just softening the elbows. Allow the forehead to come to the mat. Maybe rock it side to side here, getting a little massage and a release. Letting go the ends for the headache, stress, tension in the face. For 3, for 2, nice one. And for 1. Inhale, coming back to center. You've got it. Bringing the hands forward. Let's feel the body up. Find cat. Doing the other side. You know where we're headed now. Feel the body up. Tuck that tailbone under. Inhale, rotate the shoulders up and back and lift. Inhale, find that lovely cow, but don't sink into the shoulders. Lift. You've got it. Inhale, finding our lovely flat back. Breathe in and we draw in from the core, tucking that floating rib, feeling strong, pushing into the hands. You've got it. Shift the weight over towards that right knee and extend the left leg. Good. Bending the knee, draw in, no kidding. And extend. Lovely work. Drawing it in, lovely little stretch. Feeling wherever you need to feel the stretch. This is our 3rd one, so take a big step forward. And if you need to use your hand, remember as we sink down, we don't want that V shape. So you don't want the foot too close. This is not what we want, that kind of diamondy V shape. We want a nice extension of the leg so the knee roughly sinks in line with the ankle. And then we turn and face forward. You've got it. Again, if you feel wobbly, use the wall, a chair, something around you. Keep the hands here. Or you've got the option to bring the palms together. Inhale and sink. Good. Dropping the shoulders down, inhale. Maybe a little back bend here for 3, 2, and 1. Feeling the depth in the hips, drawing the hands in. Thumbs towards the sternum. Good. Little smile here, feeling good. Inhale, let's bring the right hand down. Good. And sinking a little forward here. You can bring the left hand onto the knee here, or you can open it wide. But again, don't collapse in the upper body, reach it out. Sinking nice into that front knee, feeling that lift and opening the chest. Beautiful twist. Nice breath here. Inhale. And as we exhale, again, feeling like you're driving that head, you're feeling long, a lovely length in the shoulders. We tuck that back toe, maybe lift the knee. If you've got that range, it feels okay. If not, go back. You're gonna push the heel away and drive that front knee forward. Beautiful. Inhale and exhale. So you're gonna far forward that feels good to you. 3, nice one, guys. 2, and 1. Bringing the knee back down if you've taken that option. And then we're going to bring that left hand on the inside of the foot. You've got to wiggle the foot over slightly and just sink a little further into the hip. This is enough. You can come onto a fist. You can use blocks if you've got them. Or you can come down if you feel like you can go a little bit deeper, maybe coming onto the forearms here. Relax the forehead for me and the neck. And just breathe. Inhale. And slowly exhale. 3. Nice job. Little smile. You've got this. Lovely release of stress and tension in the body. 2 and 1. Lifting back up. And just lift in the pelvis. Wiggle that front foot. And come back to the knees and sink it down into your chest. So you've got it. Coming down nice and softly again. Finding that lovely little rock between the forehead. Space between the eyebrows. Lovely little reminder to soften in that space that we think we hold so much decision making. Just allow yourself to be present, releasing any of the worries just for now. Breathing in and slowly breathing out. If you're still moving the head, bring it back to a lovely soft space. Extend the arms out, palms nice and wide. We're going to peel the body up into cat pose. If you know downward dog, lift up into it. If you're a little bit newer to it, tuck those back toes. Start in cat pose. Good. What we do is we're going to lift the knees and then shift the weight back. We push into the hands, working the tailbone. Keep the knees bent on your chest. Beyond working those heels. Again, if anybody's practices a little deeper Ashtanga, you want to bring your feet together, or you want to work in a bit more stillness, anytime you want to choose and change up the pose that suits you, then the practice that you're used to do it. It's about you having time on the mat, breathing and moving. For 3, 2, and 1. Lovely. Let's look forward between the thumbs. Inhale, come to the tops of the toes. You can step or bend the knees if you're in the mood. Hop forward, even if it's a little bit, bring the hand to meet the toes. And just fold forward. Oh, I love this one. Really simple. Knees bent, belly resting on top of the legs, and just fold. Maybe grabbing opposite elbows if you like, and rocking side to side, getting that lovely little side body stretch again. Breathe in and out. 3, 2, and 1. Coming back to that lovely little middle point. Just let it hang. Amazing. Looking perspective. Clearing the mind, taking this inversion. Same benefits that we get from like doing handstand or headstand. Just that lovely flip. Seeing if you can, at any point when things feel darker, heavier this week, see if you can flip it. Can you just look around and find something that's magic around you? Whether it's a beautiful leaf that's fallen, a glimmer of sunshine outside. If you're struggling to find it, send us a nice text of kindness. Maybe just looking for the magic or making it. Inhale, we're going to slowly draw the hands up the legs and bring them on top of the knees, almost like you've just finished a long run. Take it so I don't want anybody to feel any dizziness, especially hanging upside down a little longer. Good. We're going to come up to standing nice and slow. I'm going to leave my head for a minute. And then just shake it out, breathing in and breathing out. You've got it. Little shake out. Grab a little drink. Beautiful, guys. Amazing. So we're going to take just a little bit of a sequence. We're going to move into side angle pose. And we're going to push a little bit for the kind of next little bit, like maybe 10 minutes. And then we're going to drop to a lovely relaxation and we can move into a nice shavasana today. So we're gonna bring the feet nice and wide. We're gonna start here in a little bit of our goddess pose. So bring the knees nice and wide. Remember, we don't want the diamond shape, so we don't want this. It just puts a little bit too much pressure on the ankles and the knees. It's not bad, but it's just a little bit easier on the body. You take them like that sumo wrestler. Nice. All right, come to nice standing position. Remember, what we're thinking about is kind of tailbone tucks under as we make this movement, so we get that lovely openness in the hips. Inhale, reaching it up, and exhale, bending down. Just sinking cactus arms, maybe fingers nice and wide. Reaching up, squeezing in the inner thighs, but sink. Maybe give yourself a hug and the option to stay here or lean forward, sticking the tailbone out. Let's find that last release. Inhale, reaching it up in the hips in our sequence today, sinking down. Inhale, reaching it up. Exhale, swooping it in. Big hug, maybe dropping it down, or just stay lifted if it feels too much. Good. Inhale, reaching it up. And exhale, down. You've got it. Inhale, reach. And the last one, big hugs coming down. Inhale, lifting, squeezing in the inner thighs, and bringing the palms in. You've got it. Hands on the hips. We're going to take our left toes. We're going to turn them to face the short edge of the mat. We're going to take the right toes, and they're going to face the long edge. Make sure your stance is nice and wide. We're going to straighten that front leg. All right. So what we should think about is that heel roughly is in line with the middle of that back foot. And you've got that lovely long line. Inhale, reaching the arms out, thinking warrior two. Dropping the shoulders down. Now what we want here is to draw in from the center. So like we did before, we don't want the tailbone out. We want to inhale, tuck the tailbone under, draw in from that floating rib, feel that long length, shoulders drop down, arms out. Beautiful. We're going to look and just line up those middle fingers, feeling strong. Remember, when we take our warrior two, it's not a reach forward. The body stays here. We keep tucking, we inhale. And as we exhale, we're getting into the hips by sinking into that front knee, nice and deep. Trying to make sure that that knee's not tracking over the big toe. Sink and work and rotate. Knees tracking more towards that baby toe. The body in the center, stay strong, stay drawing in, and sink. Holding it a little longer if you'd like today, or just come out of it and join us again. Inhale, straighten. And exhale, drop the shoulders down. You've got it, breathing in. And exhale, bending into that front knee again. Now, option to stay here, you can bend that front elbow, maybe taking a simple side angle so the elbow comes down, and we reach up, drawing the shoulders down. Again, we don't want the tailbone sticking out. See if you can squeeze and tuck the pelvis under as we sink. Good. 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, reaching up, straightening that front leg, and just bring the hands down. Lovely. So I'm going to say that from now, if you're a little bit newer to yoga, I'll invite you just to take side angle just like this. It's perfect, and tucking in the tailbone. If there's anybody that's been working quite a while, we'll take the bind if you like. We sink back, we bend the elbow down. Good, and what we're going to do is we're going to sink. We're going to bring that front hand down, maybe bringing it in towards the floor. You can sink a little further. You can take that top hand that's extending and tuck it behind you. And what essentially you're trying to do is, if it feels comfortable, you can bring the other hand back, reaching it in towards the midline, and see maybe if you can grab the hands when we sink. But where that chest is falling forward, you want to open the chest to draw the knee wider. Again, if that's way too much, don't do it, but there's a challenger if anybody wants it. 3, 2, and 1. Slowly extending that front leg, coming out of that bind if you've taken it, or side angle, lifting up. You've got it. And bring the hands in. We're going to wiggle the toes in to face each other. Breathing and reaching up. Little back bend, and extend the hands forward. Arms reaching. And then slowly draw the chin down and let everything hang. Just let everything soften and relax. For 3, for 2, and 1. Inhale, using your core, peel the body up, head comes up last, use the inner thighs. Rotate the shoulders up and back. Beautiful, guys. We're going to wiggle the heels in, and then we're going to do the other side. So this time, right toes are facing the short edge of the mat. Maybe take that back leg and extend it a little more. The left toes are facing the long edge. You want the heel roughly in line with the middle of that back foot. You know where we're headed. Inhale, reach the arms out. Inhale, tuck. As you exhale, drawing in from your core, rotate the shoulders up and back. You want to feel nice and long and strong in the center. Nice job. Allowing those middle fingers up, feeling that drop of the shoulders, head drawing up. Keep that upper body as it is. Inhale, staying there and just bending that front knee. You've got it. Nice and deep in the hips. Now, if the knee's tracking, you don't want it dropping in towards the big toe. Rotate here, tucking and sinking, working that knee wide. Feel like hard work sometimes. Getting that depth. Drawing in from the core again. 3, 2, and 1. Straighten. Good. Breathing in. Just working on that alignment. Inhale. Using our warrior 2 today as a hip opener. Sinking down, maybe bending that elbow and reaching up. Again, finding that length. So you want to draw it up. You want to keep that body dropping and opening towards the side. You've got it. Inhale. Drop. Don't collapse into the shoulders here. Lifting in from the floor. 3, 2, and 1. Inhale. Scooping it up. And drop the shoulders down. Good. Last one. Inhale. Option to stay here, reaching, bending the elbow. You wanted to play with the bind. See if you can slowly bring that right hand down. Maybe bring the left hand behind you. You've got it. And then if you've got the balance, if it feels good, reaching that right hand back. So you're kind of tucking elbow in around the knee, reaching back, seeing if you can find that hand. And then sinking into the knee. But we don't want to collapse the body forward. You want to open the chest out and sink. 3, really strong. 2, and 1. Straightening, coming out of that stretch, seeing how that felt, and bringing the hands in. You've got it. Inhale, really wiggle the toes in, the heels, the toes, the heels, maybe a little hop. Bring both legs in. Good. And take big circles with the knees here. Not necessarily a yoga move, but a really good little reset for us. 3, 2, and 1. You've got it. Good. Shaking it out. All right. We're going to play again. If you want to play with a bit of balance today, I've got a few options for you. Oh, I've got something for my hair, a little black fuzz under the bun. All right. Coming to nice standing position, feet hip distance. Breathe in, rotate the shoulders up, and drop it back. One little balance before we drop into a lovely pull down. Good. Inhale. Slowly exhale. We're going to bend the knee and shift the weight over towards the right hand side. We're going to bring the left toes in. If you know your balance is in, great. Squeeze and tuck the tailbone under. Rotate the shoulders. Lift from the back. Draw in from your core. Maybe stay there. If your balance is pretty good, you can bring the knee up. You can draw the knee in. And maybe see if you can take the left hand and open the foot wide. So that's a really lovely option today. Tucking in the tailbone, lifting, top of the head as well. 3, 2, and 1. Use the wall, use the chair. Beauty of working from home. Inhale, bringing it down and foot to the ground. Remember, it's absolutely fine to have the toe on the floor and the knee out, squeezing. You don't want to take the balance. It still does really great work to keep that tuck under. Good. Inhale, bring the feet back, hip distance apart. And exhale. A little bend in the knee, shift the weight over. Good. We're going to wiggle the right toes forward this time. Inhale, squeeze and tuck the tailbone under. Rotate the shoulders up and back. Feel that lift. Strong in the core, nice long spine. Maybe lifting the knee if it feels good. Maybe grab the knee here and drop the shoulders back. If it feels steady, be taking the knee wide. Holding on, tucking, squeezing. Just like we did on the floor, but again, playing with it in a balance. Relax the forehead. 3, 2, and 1. Drawing the knee in and down. You've got it. Beautiful work. All right, so from here, I will give one last little challenger. So option 1 is to do what we just did, lifting the knee, opening and unfolding. That's a perfect place to be. And if anybody did want to play with a little bit of a bird of paradise, I'll take you through it now. We're gonna just take a little bit of that same warrior two stance. We're looking to get a little bit into the knee again. So we're gonna just take the knee out, bending into the knee, and you're thinking about taking the bind. So we're gonna draw the hands down. So left hand, left knee, you tuck it under, and see if you can bring the right hand back. It doesn't have to be as wide of a stance. So just to get into this one, maybe tucking under. You can grab the hands and you wanna play with it, go for it. So left knee's bent, left arm's tucked under, right arm's over and behind the body. Maybe bend into that right foot and see if you can walk it forward. That's it. See if you can bring it so that you're almost in that little balance. And then from here, all you do is take your time. Number one thing is to take your time and see if you can just lift up. Slowly finding balance on that right foot and lifting. Maybe seeing if you can get the chest nice and tall. Good. If it's there and you do want to take the extension, you can. If it's not your thing, no worries. If you're just somewhere having a play, you think I'm just watching, all good. Take the knee out if not and hold. Inhale, bending and slowly release. Good. Just a little bit of a challenger if you fancy playing with it. Shake it out. Take a lovely deep breath in through the nose and exhale through the mouth. And remember, some of these poses you might never want to do, or they might be something that you really quite enjoy, and they're there so that everyone can kind of have a taste of or flavor of a class that suits them. So again, if you're going to take the other option, just inhale, bring the foot in, and at your own pace, taking it wide, maybe taking that other hand out and looking. And if anybody else wants to try on the other side, that bird of paradise, we're just going to take that right foot, toes again, facing towards the short edge, but your kind of stance doesn't have to be as wide as our side angle. Bending into that front knee, inhale, slowly coming down. We're gonna reach that right arm down as well, and we bring the right arm, it comes forward in front of the knee, and we tuck it behind. The left hand reaches up, maybe tucks behind and finds that hand if you've got it. All right, see how that feels? We're gonna bend into the left knee, and just see if you can wiggle it in, so that again, you're feeling like that's a really good place for your balance. Nice steady breath. And the key to this is take your time. Come to the toes. And when you feel maybe you've got it, don't worry if you just keep falling out of it. Maybe see if you can lift nice and slow. And take your time. Nice steady breath. Staying here, dropping the shoulders back. Nice long spine in from the core. If you do have the extension and you wanted to take it, you can. 3, 2, and 1. Bringing it down. Slowly lean forward, release, bringing the foot down. Everybody bring the feet hip distance, fold down. Just let it all hang. Let the belly relax on the knees. You've got to grab opposite elbows. Take our lovely little side stretch up the tips of the floor. Breathing in and breathing out through. 2, and 1. Exhale, just let it soften. And then when you're ready, bring the hands forward and come down onto the knees. Nice. Breathing in, swinging the feet to the side. And exhale, coming down. You've got it. Again, this is that point where if cross-legged feels too much, just take a seat on a chair. We're going to take a little cool down. Bring your drinks close, have a sip. Well done. Notice if you're feeling any sensations in the body, the hips. Check in as you find a nice still position. Cheers this morning, guys. Thanks for logging in real time. All right, inhale. And slowly exhale. You've got it. Move to the right ear to the right shoulder, dropping both shoulders down. And just see if you can feel that release in the neck. All the way down the left-hand side. Option to walk the fingertips out. Maybe lifting so that the palm is facing down. If you get a little extra and that feels good. Feels too much, bring the hand down. Just close the eyes and breathe here into that space. Inhaling a little bit of light and exhale. letting go of any heaviness, any stress and tension you feel, breathing into that space. Inhale. Even if it's just metaphorical thought for you, a nice image to release. Inhale, bringing the head back to center and the hand back in if you still had it out. Inhale. And as we exhale, let's take the ear over. Left side, this time drop both shoulders down. This side is so sore for me today. I'm going to listen to my body and stay here. But if you wanted to walk the fingertips out, palm out, you can take it, that option. Relaxing in the face, softening. Breathing in and breathing into that space where you feel that tension. Inhale. And slowly exhale. If you've taken the hand out, slowly begin to walk it back, soften it down onto the knee, breathing in, bring the head back to center. Got it. Inhale. This time we're going to take the right ear to the right shoulder. Again, we're going to use your right hand to give yourself a little massage. Once you find those areas, really give yourself a rub up into the neck, into the shoulder. Really give yourself a little self-care today. The body feels a little achy, or you feel that you held a little stress there this week, even letting go of October mentally, trying to release anything you're still holding, trying to start fresh in this November. Release. Really go for it, reaching back into the shoulders, 2 and 1. Nice job. A little smile. Take your time being gentle with the neck, bring the head back. And we're going to take the ear over to the other side. They come a little closer to you. Inhale and take the hand and give yourself that lovely little release. You've got it. Inhale and exhale. So we're trying to drop both shoulders down. And again, you can rub into the neck. Feel where your body needs it. You want to reach back into the shoulder, you can. Give yourself that little bit of push. Don't be afraid. Being good to yourself in this moment. Inhale and slowly exhale. You've got it. And release the hand, bring the head back to center. Beautiful. And take a little bit of time to release in the face as well, and then we'll drop into a lovely Shavasana. And take your pointer finger and your middle finger and just bring it kind of in between the eyebrows there. We're going to start by pushing. Don't be afraid to use a little bit of push. Push into the eyebrows and just trace down to the temples. Good. Give yourself a little release here. And then maybe keep pushing a little higher. Getting a little more into the forehead if you like, and stopping in the temples there. Good. Next time the hand comes to the temples, give yourself a few big circles here, getting a nice release. Breathing in and out. And releasing. Good. Again, just play around at your own pace here. What feels good to you, just working in that top part of the face. And like sometimes makeup artists will do this if someone's face is a little puffy or it's morning, and it's really good for skin. And again, to release that tension. And when you finish that top part, take a breath with me. Inhale and release. This time the top of the nose, we're going to push in and just draw down. Honestly, I'm really struggling with my sinuses every year this time of year, but just begin to push it around in the cheekbones. And if you've got any of that tension, see if you can just get a little release here. Don't be afraid, moving and listening as you move around the cheekbone and up. Anything that feels good to you on the skin, do it. 3, 2, and the last one. 1, you've got it. And then from here, just a little reminder to release in the jaw. Just draw the fingers down and relax. We're going to move the jaw in that really strange way. No one's looking if you're at home. Oh, just release. Remember, the jaw is directly connected to the shoulder and the neck pain that we hold if you're clenching. So one small thing to do every day is take a deep breath in. And slowly exhale, just release and soften the jaw. You've got it. And as you sit there, see if you can find that nice upright position, palms facing up. Just close the eyes. And just take a moment in stillness, asking yourself how you feel now. How do you feel in mind and how do you feel in body? Is there anywhere that feels a little softer? And if you have any softness, any bit of peace, any little bit of stillness, Patanjali in the Yoga Sutras always says, I think it's his first or third sutra, he says, yoga is the calming of the fluctuations of the mind. And I truly find that to be true for me. Hopefully you found a little bit of calm that you can take through your week. Breathing in with me through the nose and exhaling through the mouth. I invite you to take your favorite position for Shavasana, maybe more traditionally on the ground, or if you want to sit upright today in a little bit more traditional meditation. Take some time now to relax down, either on your mat, legs extended, legs bent, or again, sitting upright and just closing the eyes, finding a bit of quiet. Inhale. And slowly exhale. Finding that lovely little bit of space where you can just stop. Letting go of any last movement and just allowing yourself to sink into the position, whether it's on the floor or upright. Just softening in mind in the forehead, releasing any last tension in the eyes, the eyelids, the creases alongside the eyes, that little bit of skin, even just focus there, the smallest, minute little shift to soften. Allow everything to sink. Breathing in. And slowly breathing out. In a poem or a piece, a small little quote that I've shared before, but one that never ceases to make me smile today. It's by a woman named Nahaya Wahid. And she says, and I said to my body softly, today, I really want to be your friend. And it took a long, deep, beautiful breath and replied, I've been waiting my whole life for this. Release the tension, stop and check in, and maybe use your movement, the quiet breath, quiet shoulder rolls this week as a little love letter and a little reminder to be good to yourself, just as you are to those around you. That is today's practice. I'll allow you to stay a little longer, as long as you like in your Shavasana. I'll turn my video off and let the music play. I wish you a beautiful week ahead. Peace and love always.